Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. I've got this burger that's in my way and just waiting for me to dive into it. So I thought I'd just take a quick couple of minutes to dive into this wine right here. This is a sample. It's the Nipozzano Reserva Chianti Rufina. So Chianti Rufina is essentially an appellation within the Chianti region of Italy. And so this is 90% Sangiovese. They do have some other red wines or red wine grapes blended in there. There's some Merlot and some Cabernet and then some other, indigenous Italian grapes that I really don't want to get into, but 90% Sangiovese. And typically, when we think about Chianti, we think about these like barbecue type of wines, these pasta type of wines, really just going with that regular everyday awesome food. This is $19. I will say that this Nipozzano's been getting some critical acclaim, like Wine Spectator, James Suckling, Wine Advocate, all gave them 90 points and above, ranging between 90 and 92 points. We'll see if I'm thinking the same thing as them. I will say the color is really this nice, dark, awesome ruby color. This is a 2010. These are aged in barracks for, I believe, 24 months, and then it just goes into the bottle for a couple years after that. But just this really nice, dark, almost blood red, honestly. So on the nose, and I have had this open for about 20 minutes while I was getting dinner ready, but I didn't decant it or anything like that, so I don't know how much it's been oxygenated. But let's get in on this nose. I'm getting that typical, Italian wine, that like cherry and that soil on the nose. Other nice, like plummy type of red fruits. Now, the Chianti Rufina region is at a relatively high elevation. It's up between 250 and 500 meters, so think about, between 700 and 1,500 feet above sea level. So, nice elevation. I would suppose it would be a relatively cooler climate compared to other places in the area. A little bit of almost this dustiness on the nose as well. Let's get into the palate now. Again, that typical like Italian Sangiovese Chiantian like bright and tart red cherry. I am getting these really nice firm round tannins. There's a little bit of astringency on the outside. I would imagine that over time, those tannins are gonna mellow out, but really, this is nice, and for a $19 wine, it's very much an age-worthy type of wine. I'm really kind of impressed by the structure of those tannins and the acidity that's there. I can see why you've got some heavy hitters that are giving this 90 plus points. Let me get into this one more time. There's that rusticity, right, of like those just really nice Italian wines. There's that dirtiness, that soil. There's some nice minerality too, and I do really appreciate the nice acid on this wine as well. Point-wise, I'm gonna go in with 90 points here, and I say this is definitely something to try. Also, something that you could compare, this Chianti Rufina to other Chiantis and Chianti Classicos. I think it'd be nice to explore these things together, like maybe do like a horizontal wine pairing with this. I think you'd really get a lot of it. I think I would too. Let me try it with this burger right here. 100% organic, grass-fed, 85% protein, 15% fat on this ground beef. I did make my own guacamole with local avocados and all that other stuff too. And there's a nice slice of beef steak tomato on there as well. And the buns are local too, from Watsonville, California. So let's dive into this guy. I made a half-pound patty here because, you know, I'm such a big dude. I got a whole lot of bun. Let me get some more burger in this. There's a good amount of fat to that burger, but that beefiness, that protein is definitely there. And my awesome award-winning guacamole really is adding this depth, this richness to an already luxurious burger that I made. Let's try it with the wine. The astringency that I was sensing before when I had the wine on its own very much goes away there. I'm also noticing that there's more like of those characteristic like Cabernet type of fruit notes that are coming out now. Like I'm getting that dark plum, I'm getting that cassis. And the tannins, when we take that astringency back, you know, the dustiness that I got on the nose, I'm getting that chalkiness on the palate. And really, this is just a nice pairing. And honestly, I would try this wine with really whatever's in front of you. It's a nice, nice weeknight, weekend type of wine. Really enjoyable. And again, 90 points for this Nipozzano Reserva. And wow. It's nice. When's the last time you had Chianti Rufina, and what'd you think about it? Leave a comment, let me know. Till next time, everybody, stay rad.